Hello, Midnight Magic Musing family. I am the Earl of Florida, and I am not your humble host. That would be Lord Cephas, and he's off dancing through the night, as you would do. This is one of my offspring, and we are about to sit down to watch Rebel Moon. She doesn't know what it's about. I told her, think it was Star Wars, but now it's not Star Wars. They still have laser swords, but it's not Star Wars. And she says...
I still don't know what that means.
She still doesn't know what that means. Okay, for the quick version, like we do in Spaceballs, Zack Snyder, who is well known for Sucker Punch and 300 and Men of Steel and, destroying people's, childhood dreams. I'm kidding mostly. I do like Zack Snyder as a writer director, in charge. The cinematics are beautiful, and he is taking charge of this one. Originally, it was supposed to be a Star Wars film that was going to be pitched to Lucasfilm and Disney, and they said no. I don't know if it was because they didn't like it or because they were afraid of the visuals.
Okay.
Anywho, so Zack Snyder teamed up with Netflix to create this homage, this wonderful thing, this idol that can be raised up and supplant the abysmal universe of Star Wars. And Star Wars is kind of sinking. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the more you try to save it, the more you're going to die. I'm sorry, Star Wars, I love you to death, but you need to turn the ship around. But enough about Star Wars. This is about Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, Part 1. Are you excited yet?
Yeah, actually, I like
She still
Star
doesn't
Wars.
know what we're talking about yet, but neither do I. Okay, the star of this movie is actually Sofia Boutella. I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but if you don't know who that is, don't worry, because I don't either. But then I realized I did know her. She was in 2017's Mummy with Tom Cruise. She was a mummy. She was the one wrapped in bandages.
I like that movie.
I love the Mummy. Probably for different reasons. But anywho, so she stars in it. And so who else stars in it? Everybody's favorite biker, known as Jax Teller, also known as Charlie Hunnam. You don't know who that is? Then you suck. That was King Arthur and Guy Ritchie's unfortunately, King Arthur did not do well for Guy Ritchie, but you know what? We still love you, Guy Ritchie, and we definitely love you, Charlie Hunnam. And from the previews, it looks like Charlie Hunnam is kind of like a Han Solo smuggler, cocky fighter pilot kind of thing. So, you know what? I expect good things. You also have Ed Skrein, who Screening? We don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's been around for a while. He was also recently in Midway, and he's good. Anthony Hopkins did the voiceover for one of the trailers, and Anthony Hopkins, sir, our hats off to you. We love you as Odin. We love you as Hannibal. We're terrified to say anything bad about you. So Anthony Hopkins is a win always in this book, in this household, right? Okay. Yeah. We have Ray Fisher, and you know what? I don't care. I'm sorry, Ray. Goodbye. Go back to being Cyborg. He was Cyborg in the Justice League movie. The one who wasn't impressive. Oh. But then we also have Dijon Mustard. No, Hoonshu. You know what? I can't pronounce his name, but he has been in a lot of things. You see him, you know him, you love him. He was Papa Midnight in Constantine with Keanu Reeves. He was also in the first Gladiator movie where he was one of the gladiators. I know that was very deep and you didn't see that coming, but surprise, he was a gladiator in Gladiator with, Russell Crowe. But that's not the point. He's been around a lot of things. He was also in Aragon, one of the best parts of the movie. But either way, we love him. He's great. He was also in Guardians of the Galaxy. And that movie that Lord Cephas doesn't like to talk about because he hasn't seen it, which would be Captain Marvel. He was in a cameo there. Okay. But anywho, he's there. You know what? Carrie Ells in it. And the Princess Bride will always come for him because he's awesome. So, anywho, it's going to be a sci-fi, rollicking, futuristic, fun-filled something. And we're going to find out exactly what that something is in a few minutes as we sit down to watch Netflix's Rebel Moon, presented by Zack Snyder. And it better be awesome and wonderful, or I'm going to cry, and I'm going to blame it all on this one, and you'll never see her again. So, until we do Realm of Reality Rundown, this is the Earl of Florida saying, sayonara, we're watching part 1. We'll let you know how it goes. Any last words?
Bye.
Bye. No, you're supposed to say, you know what? Don't forget to hit the like, hit subscribe, hit comment, tell us we're right, tell us we're wrong, tell us something, because I won't cry more than 5 minutes a corner because it's Friday night and I'm watching part 1. It'll be crying afterwards. So until then, see you. Stay happy, fam.